square 1 2 dot 3 p up to 1 minus rho square 1 3 p up to 1 minus rho square 1 p. How it is obtained? So of course we have established this relation. 1 minus rho 1 square 2 3 p is nothing but 1 minus rho square 1 2 dot 3 4 p into 1 minus rho square 1 3 p. Now what we can substitute about the 1 minus rho square 1 3 p? So we can substitute 1 minus rho square 1 3 up to p is nothing but, here it was a 1 2, so here the partial correlation between the 1 and 2, so here it is a 1 3, so it is a 1 minus rho square 1 3 point, sorry, dot 45 p, and and then you have to find out the multiple correlation between 1 and 4, so it is a 1 minus rho 1 square 4 pi up to p. Here it is a 1 to partial and 1 3 up to p multiple. So just substitute this value here and continue with the process, you will get this result. So it is nothing but the correlation between the, this is a simple correlation coefficient, this is a partial correlation, and this is a multiple correlation coefficient. Well, we will not prove this result, but let us remember the result between the correlation between, if you wish to find out the partial correlation between 1 and 2, okay, when 3 4 p is a fix, so that can be used, or that can be also obtained by, if you know the partial correlation between the x1 and x2 when the variable x3 up to xp minus 1 is fixed, is not, and you can find out the partial correlation between 1 and p when 3 4 p minus 1 variable are fixed, then by using this formula you can obtain. So what is the formula? If you wish to find out the correlation between, partial correlation between x1 and x2 when x3 to xp are fixed, when further it is known that the partial correlation between x1 and x2 when other variables are fixed except p, and when you know the partial correlation between 1 and p when others are fixed, 2 and p others are fixed, so by using this relation you can obtain the partial correlation between the x1 and x2. So here what happened, here the fixed variable are x3 up to xp, but in this setup fixed variable is only x3 xp minus 1, here it is a x3 xp minus 1 x3 xp minus 1. Okay, so it is nothing but rho 1 2 dot x2 x3 to xp minus 1 is fixed minus rho 1 p into rho 2 p divided by square root of 1 minus rho square 1 p minus 1 minus rho square 2 p. So by using this relation, if you substitute the p equal to 2, what will you get? Suppose if you take, sorry, p equal to 3, what will you get? Anyone? Am I audible?
Sir.
So suppose if you take p equal to 3, what happens? So it is a partial correlation between x1 and x2 when x3 is fixed is equal to rho 1 2, because there is no p, okay, here. So it is simply a simple correlation, rho 1 2 minus this is a rho 1 4 1 3, and this is a rho 2 3 divided by square root of 1 minus rho 1 3 square 1 minus rho 2 3 square. Okay, so that means you know this relation between rho 1 2 3 4 up to p is equal to rho 1 2 dot 3 4 up to p minus 1 minus rho 1 p dot 3 4 up to p minus 1 into rho 2p. So you can see that here 1p and 2p. First it has taken the partial correlation between 1 and 2 is subtracted, and you are going to subtract the value between the partial correlation between 1 and p and 2 and p, and in divide by, it is a square root of 1 minus रो 1 2 ऊपर जो लिखा है वही 1 सॉरी 1 3 सॉरी 1 p dot 34 p minus 1, it is a square, into 1 minus rho square 2p dot 34 p minus 1. So you have to use this quantity 1 minus this quantity square into 1 minus this quantity square and their square root. So if you substitute p equal to 3, then you can how many variables? X1, x2 and x3. And now if you wish to find out the partial correlation between x1 and x2 when x3 is fixed, then the partial correlation between x1 x2 when x3 is fixed is nothing but it is a rho 1 2, because here p equal to 3, so you can reach up to the 2, so it is a rho 1 2 minus it is a rho 1 3 because p equal to 3 into rho p equal to 3, it is a 2 3, and this is nothing but the square root of 1 minus rho 1 2 square, sorry, rho 1 3 square into 1 minus rho 2 3 square. Okay, so this formula you have studied at the BSc level, that if you know the simple correlation between x1 x2 x1 x3 and x2 x3, how to find out the partial correlation between x2 and x3. Okay, similar way you can change the formula if you are interested to find out the partial correlation between 2 3 when x1 is fixed. So what is the formula? Rho 2 3 minus rho, what will you do? Here it is a 2 1, that is 1 2 into rho 3 1 means 1 3, and divide by square root of 1 minus rho 1 2 square 1 minus rho 1 3 square. So that you can make the formula as per your requirement. Okay. So this formula is given here. When you substitute the p equal to 3, what happen? You will get the rho 1 2 3 square is equal to this quantity square, and of course the multiple correlation coefficient is lies between 0 to 1, so which is less than equal to 1, but I will show you while doing this theorem. Okay, now one more thing is that suppose you have the correlation coefficients are given. Let us write first variance covariance matrix. We know that the if you wish to find out the variance of x1 x2 up to xp, and it is nothing but variance of x, so it is giving the sigma variance covariance matrix, and it is nothing but sigma 1 1 sigma 1 2 sigma 1 p sigma 2 1 sigma 2 2 sigma 2 p, and up to sigma p1 sigma p2 and sigma pp. So this whatever the diagonal value you are saying, it is said to be variance, and off diagonal values are said to be a covariance. So we know that the covariance between xi and xj is sigma ij when I not equal to j, and when it is a I equal to j, it is a sigma ii, and ij both is running from 1 to p. So when ii same, that means I and j both are the same, so it is giving the diagonal elements. So diagonal elements are giving the variance, and off diagonal elements are giving the covariance. So this we know. So of course, what is the formula between the correlation? Suppose say that the correlation between I variable and jth variable we denote as a rho ij. So it is nothing but the covariance between xi xj divided by square root of variance of xi into variance of xj. So that I can write it, this covariance xi xj I can write it as sigma ij. This I can write as a square root of sigma ii into sigma jj. So can I write it as a sigma I raised to half. Sorry. I can write it as a, first let me write sigma ij is equal to sigma I raised to half sigma jj raised to half लिख सकते हैं. और ये क्वांटिटी सपोज इफ आई एम राइटिंग ऑन अ लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, so it should be multiplied with that. So can I write as that sigma ij, that is covariance, is nothing but the sigma I raised to half into r sigma rho ij into sigma jj raised to half. लिख सकता हूं मैं, बिकॉज दे आर स्केलर. तो सिग्मा आई को नीचे ले जाओ, सिग्मा जे को नीचे ले जाओ, तो क्या आएगा? इट इज गिविंग द कोरिलेशन बिटवीन द ith and jth वेरिएबल. कैन आई राइट?
सर वापस बताइए ना.
This quantity, if I am keeping on the left hand side, so what happen? It is a rho ij into sigma I raised to half sigma jj raised to half equal to sigma ij. लिख सकते हैं.
ओके ओके सर, गॉट इट.
तो मैंने क्या किया? आई हैव रिटन separately. First I have written the sigma I raised to half, then rho ij into high. अल्टीमेटली तो आप मल्टीप्लीकेशन इधर का इधर लिखो, इधर का इधर लिखो, यू विल गेट द आंसर सेम. So this is the formula. So this is, if you are writing in the matrix notation, what will you write? How will you write? Sigma 1 1, sigma 1 2, okay, sigma 1 p up to sigma p1, sigma p2, sigma pp. ये सारे मैट्रिक्स में जाएगा. Okay, so what is the element? Sigma 1 1 raised to half rho 1 1 sigma 2 2 2 raised, oh sorry, 1 1 raised to half, it is also 1 1 because I and j are same. Then sigma 1 2 is sigma 1 1 raised to half rho 1 2 sigma 2 2 raised to half. लिख सकते हैं ना? Can we?
यस सर.
So it is a rho 1p sigma pp raised to half. So likewise I can write it as a sigma p1 raised, sorry, sigma pp raised to half rho p1 sigma 1 1 raised to half. Likewise it is a sigma pp raised to half rho p1 pp raised p and sigma pp raised to half. लिख सकते हैं. Okay, now if I am writing in this way, sigma 1 1 sigma 2 2 sigma pp, ये raised to half है, and then the element is, what is rho 1 1? In fact, rho 1 1 is क्या मिलेगा? ठीक है, अभी लिखता हूं मैं ऐसे. यू डोंट नो रो 1 1? 1 1 का अर्थ क्या हुआ? What do you mean by rho 1 1? Rho ij क्या लिखा था? It is a correlation between xi and xj. तो रो 1 1 क्या हुआ? It is a correlation between x1 and x1. खुद का खुद के साथ correlation क्या होता है?
1.
तो 1 होता है. तो all diagonal elements are 1. अब आप मुझे बताइएगा ये मैं सही लिखा है कि नहीं. Can I write this or not? So we will verify. If you multiply diagonal matrix with this, what will you get? Sigma 1 1 raised to half multiply with rho 1 raised are 0, because diagonal में क्या होता है? ऑफ diagonal elements are 0. वही होता है ना?
यस सर.
So only one element to multiply this. So what is the answer? Sigma 1 1 raised to half rho 1 1. And again, that multiply, let us say this multiply the with this. तो उसका भी क्या होगा? फर्स्ट एलिमेंट आएगा. तो क्या आएगा फाइनली? सिग्मा 1 1 रेस्ट टू हाफ रो 1 1 रेस्ट टू हाफ and to sigma 1 1 raised to half. So it means that I can write this. Okay, and if I am saying that it is a d raised to half, if I am saying that these rows are nothing but diagonal elements are 1 1 1, okay, so it is a correlation matrix R, and again it is a d raised to half. Okay, what is d? D is a diagonal matrix of sigma 1 1 sigma 2 2 sigma pp, एंड हर एक का पावर हाफ है, तो डायगोनल का आप मैट्रिक्स का हाफ लिखेंगे, कब लिख सकते हैं? व्हेन इट इज ऑफ ए डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स, अदरवाइज नहीं लिख सकते. इज दैट ओके?
Yes, sir.
एंड वी कॉल दैट दिस क्वांटिटी इज नथिंग बट सिग्मा. हमने आगे ही किया था, सिग्मा इज नथिंग बट दिस. So can I write where d equal to diagonal of sigma 1 1 sigma 2 2 sigma pp. R is equal to 1 rho 1 2 rho 1 p rho 2 1 1 rho 2 p up to rho p1 rho p2 and last is 1. Okay, so that means I can write sigma is nothing but d raised to half correlation matrix d raised to half. Okay, just 1 minute. इज दैट क्लियर? जस्ट चेक कीजिए, वेरीफाई कीजिए मैंने सही लिखा है कि नहीं. इज दैट ओके?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is where, or this we have simply used this concept. We know that the correlation between the I and j is nothing but the covariance between ij divided by the corresponding sigma I raised to half and sigma jj. That means variance square root. We have used this concept, and then we can write in this matrix notation. So this will be very useful. So whenever you have given the correlation matrix, and if you know the variances of each variable, you can easily obtain the variance covariance matrix. And suppose if you wish to find out the correlation matrix, then just, do you know that diagonal matrix is invertible? What is the inverse of D? बताइए quickly. It is also a diagonal matrix, simply the reciprocal of the diagonal element. So this is the inverse of that. And if you write the d raised to minus half, तो क्या होगा? It is a sigma 1 1 raised to minus half up to sigma pp raised to minus half. So what I do, I will just pre-multiply the sigma by d raised to half and post multiplied by d raised to minus half. So what I will get? D raised to minus half. And what is sigma? It is a d raised to half sigma d, sorry, r d raised to half, and this is post multiplication is there. So this is identity, this is identity, so I will get the r. So if you wish to obtain the correlation matrix, so just divide the variance covariance matrix by the corresponding the square root of variances. So you will get the correlation matrix. So these two results you have to remember. Of matrix algebra you all are studying, you should immediately answer the inverse of diagonal matrix is also inverse by the corresponding element. Okay, you should not take much time. So this is the results that you should know. So that is how I have said here. You have given this matrices. This is the variance covariance matrix of X, and if D is diagonal, positive definite matrix. So of course you can write D equal to D raised to half, D raised to half. Then show that the sigma equal to D raised to half R D raised to half. So this we have proved. Yet we have not proved this, but you can easily prove. What is the partial correlation coefficient? Rho square, sorry, not partial, multiple correlation coefficient is given by, what is the formula? Sigma 1 2, sigma 2 2 inverse, sorry, a square नहीं square सीधा sigma 1 2, sigma 2 2 inverse sigma 2 1 by sigma 1. So in the form of correlation matrix, if you wish, then how will you write? So we know that 1 minus rho square 1 2 3 4 p is equal to क्या आएगा 1 minus sigma 1 2 sigma 2 2 inverse sigma 2 1 divided by sigma 1 1. So it is nothing but sigma 1 1 minus sigma 1 2 sigma 2 2 inverse sigma 2 1 divided by the sigma 1 1. And this is nothing but the, we have obtained some quantity, it is nothing but the sigma up upon sigma 2 2, and this is nothing but sigma 1 1. So if you are converting this quantity in the form of the correlation, so you can write it as a R, determinant of R divided by determinant of R11. Okay, so that you have to show in a homework why it is a determinant of R upon 1 minus R square, R11. So that is what here we have written. It is 1 minus rho square equal to this quantity. So rho square equal to 1 minus of this quantity, where Rij is nothing but the cofactor. So R11 is nothing but the cofactor of rho 1 1. Okay. So Rij is a cofactor of rho Ij. So R11 is a cofactor of rho 1 1. And how will you find out the cofactor? If you wish to find out this cofactor, how to find out? You have to forget this row, forget this column. So you have to use this matrix. It is called the R11. Okay. And this entire matrix is R. So cofactor you are obtaining by this. Okay. So that you have to try at home. Homework. Why this? Why this sigma 1 is not considered? Okay. So if you divide the sigma 1 1 by the sigma का पहला एलिमेंट क्या है? सिग्मा 1 1. उसको 1 1 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो व्हाट विल यू गेट? What will you get? This is a 1, and that is giving the row 1 1. Okay, तो इसका कोफैक्टर आपको निकालना है. इसको हमने क्या कहा है? सिग्मा 2 2 का है ना. If you just remove this, so just try it home. Okay, now we will prove this result. As we know this result, कि row 1 2 square, we wish to prove that row 1 2 row 1 3 is plus or minus square root of 1 minus row 1 2 square minus row 1 3 square plus this. That means if I wish to find out the bound of what? If I wish to prove that, show that rho 2 3 is belong to. So lower limit is rho 1 2 rho 1 3 minus square root of 1 minus rho 1 2 square minus rho 1 3 square plus rho 1 2 square rho 1 3 square, and the upper limit is this quantity plus this quantity. Okay, so lower limit, that means you have to subtract this quantity from this, and upper limit this you have to subtract, sorry, you have to add this quantity into this quantity. So that is how we always said that the confidence interval for this is nothing but rho 1 2 3 rho 1 3 plus or minus square root of 1 minus rho 1 2 square minus rho 1 3 square my minus plus, it is now rho 1 2 square rho 1 3 square. So show that the confidence interval for the rho 2 3 is this. That means we have given that the partial correlation sorry, we have to show that the correlation between x2 and x3 is always lies between this quantity. So how to prove that? So we know the relation. What the relation we know? This relation we know. So we have to make the rho 2 3 in the format. So let us go through that. We know that this quantity, but we know that this square is less than or equal to 1. That means this quantity is less than or equal to 1. So I can write it as a rho 1 2 minus rho 1 3 rho 2 3 square is less than or equal to 1 minus rho 1 3 square 1 minus rho 2 3 square. So of course you just simplify this. What will you get? Rho 1 2 square plus rho 1 3 square rho 2 3 square minus 2 times rho 1 2 rho 1 3 and rho 2 3, which is less than or equal to 1 this is 1 into 1, that is 1 minus, sorry, minus rho 1 3 square multiply 1, it is minus rho 1 3 square. Similarly 1 with rho 2 3 square, that is the minus rho 2 3 square, and this minus minus plus, so it is a rho 1 3 square rho 2 3 square. Now anything is cancel out. Let us check. So what we do, I will take this all the things in a left hand side. So this minus minus become the plus. So I am writing here as a plus, and this plus become the minus, which is less than or equal to 1. Now what happened, I have just making, because my basic idea is that I wish to show that rho 2 3 is lies between. So I will take the term rho 2 3 square, then 2 rho 1 minus this, and I will take the term this rho 1 3 square rho 2 3 square together. So this term and this term, three terms I have utilized. Now which term is remain? Rho 1 2 3 square rho 1 3 square and minus, so this quantity I have written here less than or equal to 1. Now this quantity I am taking in a right hand side, so it is a 1 minus, this plus become minus, this become minus, and this minus become the plus. Okay, so rho 2 3 minus rho 1 3 into rho 1 2 square. If I'm taking the square root both sides, so what happens? This is a plus or minus of square root of this quantity. And then I will just keeping this minus quantity to this side. So what happens? It is a rho 1 3 into rho 1 2 plus or minus square root of this. So that means rho 2 3 is nothing but this. So it is suggesting that the rho 2 3 is lies between this to this quantity. Okay. Any questions? Anyone? Okay. No questions. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Suppose if I am taking rho ij is equal to rho for every ij, then what is the relation? Rho 1 2 dot 3 is equal to, this is rho minus, so can I write in this way? This is rho minus this is row into row, that is row square, and divide by square root of 1 minus row square 1 minus row square. Okay, so what happen if I'll take the row outside? It is a row into 1 minus row, and here it is a 1 minus row square. So 1 minus row square is nothing but, can I write in this way, row into 1 minus row divided by 1 minus row 1 plus row. So this will cancel out. So what is the answer? It is a row upon 1 plus row. So when you say that the correlation between the ith and jth variable is fixed, that is the row, then the partial correlation between x1 and x2 when x3 is fixed is given by row upon 1 plus row. Okay. So it means that when rho ij is equal to rho for every ij, okay, and suppose p equal to 3, then the partial correlation between 1 2 when 3 is fixed is given by rho upon 1 plus rho. So you can see that. Now suppose if you wish to find out the partial correlation between, suppose p equal to 4 लेते हैं आप, so you wish to find out the partial correlation between 1 and 2 when 3 and 4 is fixed. So we know this relation. Use this relation. 1 2 dot 3 4. Now p is equal to my 4. Okay, so I have to, here it is a row 1 2 my dot 3 minus row 1 3 1 4 dot 3 and row 2. Okay, likewise. So what will you get? You will get this row 1 2 dot, क्या आएगा, p minus row 1 4 dot 2 into row 2 4 dot 1. Is it? ये कुछ गड़बड़ है? एज पर द फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? p माइनस 1 तक ही जाएगा ना. Go for this formula. You wish to find out the correlation between 1 and 2 when 3 4 fixed. So row 1 2 dot, of course यहाँ पे p minus 1 है तो 1 2 dot 3. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? 1 4 dot, of course 3 आएगा, and 2 4 dot 3. तो यहाँ पे मैंने गलत लिखा है. This is not the correct. It is a 1 4 dot 3 and 2 4 dot 3. Okay, divide by square root of 1 minus row 1 4 dot 3 whole square into 1 minus row 2 4 dot 3 square. Okay, now but we know that for row equal to 1 plus row, if I am finding row 1 2 dot 3 or row 2 dot 3 plus 1 or row 1 3 dot 2, the formula between the partial correlation coefficient between any two variable given a variable is fixed is nothing but this. So just substitute here. It is a row upon 1 plus row minus this is a row upon 1 plus row whole square, and यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? What will you get? 1 minus row upon 1 plus row square. Okay, yes, इसका भी ये भी आएगा, यही आएगा, तो that means there is no square root. So again, if you take the common row upon 1 plus row is common, so what will you get? 1 minus row upon 1 plus row. नीचे क्या है? 1 minus row plus 1 plus row square, so you can write as a 1 minus row upon 1 plus row into 1 plus rho upon 1 plus rho. Okay. And that means this part will be cancelled out. So what is there? It is a rho upon 1 plus rho, and this will be 1 plus rho, that is a 1 plus 2 rho divided by 1 plus rho. So what will you get? This will be cancelled out. So what is that? It is a rho upon 1 plus 2 rho. So whenever you wish to find out the partial correlation between any two variable, when any two variable are fixed, it is nothing but rho upon 1 plus 2 rho. So suppose if you wish to find out the partial correlation between the any two variables. So here, how many variables are there? Two variables. So here it is a 2. Here how many variables there? Only one. So it was a 1 plus rho. So can I write, if I wish to find out the partial correlation between 1, 2, when how many variables? How many variables? P minus 2 variables are there, no? So it is nothing but rho upon 1 plus P minus 2 rho. So this is the general setup. Or you can also try to obtain this. What is the correlation matrix? It is a 1, rho 1, 2, rho 1, 3, rho 1, P, rho 2, 1, 1, rho 2, 3, rho 2, P, up to rho P1, rho P2, up to 1. So this is the correlation matrix, but if all are rho, then this can be written as a, you just find out the determinant of this. 1 rho, 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 1, rho, 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 1. So what is this formula? So determinant should be obtained by this way, equal to 1 plus P minus 1 rho into 1 minus rho raised to P minus 1. So whenever you wish to find out the determinant of the correlation matrix, when these elements are there, तो how will you say that? You just find out the 1 minus rho. किसी एक में से आप 1 माइनस रो करेंगे तो कितने बचेंगे? 1 माइनस रो ही बचेंगे. जस्ट टेक आउटसाइड तो इन डिटर्मिनेंट इट इज ए हाउ मेनी? इट इज ए पी माइनस सच आप निकाल सकते हैं 1, तो 1 माइनस रो, तो एंड बाकी जो बचेगा उसका डिटरमिनेंट निकालेंगे तो इट इज 1 प्लस पी माइनस 1 रो. तो यू कैन ऑल्सो प्रूव by just showing determinant of order 2, 1 row, row 1. So what is the answer? 1 minus rho square. And what was our general setup? It is a 1 plus P minus 1 into rho and 1 minus rho raised to P minus 1. Now P equal to what you take? 2. So this is a 1 plus rho because it is a 2 minus 1 is this. And here it is a 1 minus rho raised to 2 minus 1, that is 1. So this is a 1 minus rho square. Okay. So these relations you have to remember. Any questions up to this? Anyone? So here I have just given the theorem, but I have shown this. Okay. This I have also shown. And this I have shown. Let rho ij equal to rho. And then they show that the sth order rho partial correlation coefficient is rho upon 1 plus s rho. तो हमने जो लिखा था ना, sth order means हाउ मेनी यू आर मेकिंग द कांस्टेंट, एस रखेंगे फिक्स में, then it is a first order partial correlation means when one of the variable is fixed. Second order partial correlation means two variables are fixed. And SF means how many S are fixed. तो हमारे केस में हमने p minus 2 fix रखे थे, तो it was a row upon 1 plus p minus 2 row था. And then further say that obtain the correlation coefficient between this row 1 2 3. So that we have already obtained here. जो आपने हर जगह पे आपको क्या करना है, रो रखना है. तो इट इज अ डिटरमिनेंट ऑफ रो अपॉन दिस. So determinant of row is you have obtained this, and when you find out the R11 determinant, that means first row and first column, तो ये कितने एलिमेंट है इसमें, it is a p minus 2 cross element. This is order of p minus 2 cross p minus 2. तो जहां आपके p minus 1 थे वहां पे अभी क्या करो, p minus 2 सब्स्टिट्यूट करो. So it is a 1 plus p minus 2 row into 1 minus row raised to p minus 2. So you just take the ratio, you will get the answer. Okay. So partial correlation coefficient, sorry, multiple correlation coefficient square, we obtain it is a 1 minus determinant rho upon determinant of R11. So it is a 1 minus, what is determinant? It is a 1 plus p minus 1 rho into 1 minus rho raised to p minus 1. And what about the cofactor of R11, rho 11? It is nothing but 1 plus p minus 2 rho into 1 minus rho raised to p minus 2. So this will cancel out. So what will you get? It is a 1 minus 1 plus p minus 1 rho into 1 minus rho. Because it is p minus 1, this is p minus 2, so that is cancel out. And here it is a 1 plus p minus 2 rho. So just multiply with this and divide by this. What will you get? So it is nothing but 1 plus p minus 2 rho minus 1 plus p minus 1 rho into 1 minus rho divided by 1 minus, what is 1 plus p minus 2 rho. Is it? Yeah, na? Yes. Now what is the answer? So it is a 1 plus p minus 2 rho as it is. This is 1 multiply with this. So what will you get? It is a 1 plus p minus 1 into rho plus rho into 1 plus p minus 1 into rho and divided by 1 plus p minus 2 rho. So you can cancel out the things. What will you cancel out? This 1 will be cancelled out with this, and this is p minus 2 rho. That means I can write it is a rho p minus 2 rho. This is minus rho p and plus rho. And this is plus rho into 1 plus p minus 1 rho divided by this. So this rho p will cancel out. This is become the minus rho. So it is a minus rho plus rho into 1 plus p minus 1 rho. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा 1 प्लस p माइनस 2 रो. तो इसमें कुछ कैंसिल होगा? एनीथिंग कैंसिल आउट? हो जाएगा? क्या कैंसिल होगा? माइनस रो प्लस p माइनस 1 रो अपॉन 1 प्लस p माइनस 2 रो. तो ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा सर? You will get this. So this is the answer. Is it correct? ये लिख सकते हैं ऐसा. कैन वी p इक्वल टू आप क्या रखो, सिर्फ 2 रखो तो क्या होगा? p इक्वल टू 2 रखा तो आपने क्या होगा यहाँ पे? सॉरी, रो मल्टीप्लाई विद दिस रो, दैट इज द रो स्क्वायर ना. दिस इज रो स्क्वायर. अब कुछ बराबर लग रहा है. तो यहाँ p इक्वल टू 2 रखो तो क्या होगा? 2 माइनस 1, तो दैट इज 1. इट इज सिंपली रो. और यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? दिस रो स्क्वायर अपॉन दिस इज द 1. So it is a simply row 1 2 square is nothing but the row square. ठीक है. So this is the form we can obtain for this. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
जो आप लोग जवाब नहीं देते हैं, जवाब देंगे तो पता चलेगा ना. ओके, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now earlier we have seen about the simple correlation. What is the simple correlation? If the correlation between two variables, then it is said to be simple correlation. You call them as a row 1 2. But if you have a 3 variables, and if you wish to find out the correlation between the 1 and 2 3, that means the variable 1 and the vector of variable, then this is said to be a multiple correlation. This is simple. Then we say that okay, no, I am interested to find out the correlation between x1 x2 when x3 x4 is fixed. So I call them as a row 1 2 dot 3 4. So this is called partial correlation. So in multiple correlation we show that it is the correlation between the x1 and linear combination of the vector x2. So we write something in that way. It is simply a correlation between x1 and some linear combination of x2. So this is the definition of multiple correlation. But suppose if I wish to find out the correlation between the vector x1 and correlation between vector x2, I am calling this x2. Okay, so that means it is a correlation between the two set of variable or the two vector of variable. Let us say alpha dash x1 and alpha dash x2. Then this correlation is known as a canonical correlation. It is known as a canonical correlation. तो यहाँ पे हम वही बात कर रहे हैं. So canonical correlation coefficient, let x be a p vector of random variable such that whose mean is 0 and the x vector is partitioned into two parts, one having a r element, another having a p minus r element. We call them as a vector x1 and vector x2. Vector x1 having a r element and vector x2 having a p minus r element. And if we wish to find out the variance of the partition matrix or the partition vector, so that is the expectation of x transpose. X is nothing but x1 x2 and transpose is x1 transpose x2 transpose. So you will get this particular variance of partition matrix. Expectation of x1 transpose is known as a sigma 1 1. Expectation of x2 transpose is known as a sigma 1 2. This is a expectation of x1 transpose known as a sigma 2 1, and expectation of x2 transpose is known as a sigma 2 2. So it means sigma 1 1 is a r cross r matrix, sigma 1 2 is a r cross p minus r matrix, sigma 2 1 is a P minus R cross R matrix, and sigma 2 2 is a P minus R cross P minus R matrix. So we want to measure the association between the x1 and x2. So this is a vector of variable which has the R elements, and x2 has a P minus R element. So whenever we wish to find out the association between these two, so we first consider the linear combination. Let us say y1 is equal to alpha dash x1 and y2 equal to beta dash x2. So if I wish to find out the association between the y1 and y2, okay, or if I wish to find out the association between x1 and x2, so whatever the association you call them, it is a canonical correlation. And our aim is that we wish to find out the alpha and beta, they are said to be canonical correlation coefficients. So we wish to obtain the correlation between x1 x2 in a such a way that, or we wish to obtain the coefficient alpha and beta in a such a way that which can maximize the canonical correlation. So alpha and beta should be obtained by maximizing this. Okay, so there are various definitions are there, but that we will see later on.